for me. Like I kind of found it to be kind of like juvenile and kind of awkward.
Yeah.
That's like majority of the joke. I think there's maybe like a handful that I kind of chuckled at, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. There were a few where the what was his name, Milton?
Yeah, like that. Okay, the Milton joke was funny.
The Milton joke was funny to me.
Oh, of course, that one was funny. Yeah, even if you didn't like that joke, you got to say out of all the jokes in there, that was one of the best quality ones.
Yeah,
I was genuinely confused on who the fuck Milton was, and I was like, "Who the fuck else did they come with?" And then just before they showed the driver, I was like, "Wait, the driver!" I was like, "Oh, I'm a dick."
No, like genuinely speaking, like when they said that, I actually had to go back and think because at first they said it seriously, and I'm like, "Whoa, is that an actual important character that I missed?"
For a second, I legitimately thought that they were introducing a new thing where like Dotman was like schizophrenic or something, and I was gonna be like, "Guys, we don't need this right now." I was about to get real irritated, and then as soon as he stood up, I was like, Wait, the driver got shot. Oh, Milton. Oh, Milton.
But it's literally funny because literally when Bloodsport's just like, what the hell did he think he was going to do? That's exactly, I'm like, everyone was walking up with battle armor, weapons, and this dude was walking around flip-flops. I'm just like, where are you going?
That is true. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When they were going inside, my first thought was, okay, maybe like as they get inside, he's going to like disappear. When I started still with them, I was like, he's dying. What is he gonna do? Throw the suitcase?
No, that was funny.
Another joke I liked was when they were like killing all the soldiers in the camp, and Peacemaker just like whips out his axe and just quickly chops up the dude that was sleeping.
That was funny.
He just
Imagine dying with your dick out. That's the worst way to die. You could tell that man just got some fire ass shit and then boom, died, busting a nut. Nah, couldn't be me.
You know, the I do have a question. What and I feel like this is like a genuine question because I genuinely think I must have missed something. Why was what's his name? The smart guy, I forgot his name. Greaves.
The thinker?
Yeah. Why was he like kind of like crying at Starro saying, "I'm sorry I hurt you" or whatever? What did he do?
He tortured. It's implied that he may have. Well, he definitely tortured, lobotomized, maybe sexual things. It's implied sexual things happened. Like he raped Starro at one point.
Where did
you get that implication?
You gotta. This is my third time watching the movie. You gotta rewatch the movie.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Because only why I was.
It's during the laboratories. It's a specific line when they first get on there. They talk about the things that he did to Starro.
No, that's fine. What, like, because I was confused because the way Starro addressed him when they first walked in, I thought that was a genuine like, oh, you're the only person I connect with. So when he was grabbing when Starro was grabbing Greaves, what I thought was about to happen was Starro was about to do some kind of assimilation thing or something with him to like take his knowledge or something first or whatever reason, and it was going to be like a. Which, you know, I mean, I wouldn't have been completely against that, but when he just ripped him apart, I was like, oh, excuse me, you angry?
Yeah, I would be mad too if a guy experimented on me for 30 years and did questionable things.
I think it was like, I gotta give everyone like like a 5 out of 5 for like their acting in this. Mm-hmm. Everyone's acting was absolutely on point for this.
What
John Cena? Character? I believed him.
What big character was your favorite? Like what gag character did you think was like, oh my god, this is funny?
The rat was actually really funny.
The rat was adorable. I would die for that rat.
The rat. Yes, that rat was so cute, and it was also really funny with just the small little moments. It didn't even have that many moments, but the little moments still stick with me. Like I can think of like at least 3 right now.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm sad for Captain Boomerang and Rick Flag.
Nah. It is what it is.
Oh man, that's wild.
Also, the what is her name? The raccoon girl. What's her name?
Ratcatcher.
Catcher.
Yeah, I gotta give it to you. I didn't expect her to be the MacGuffin. I saw it.
You were checking Polka Dot Man.
I was you heard me. I was really going at Pokemon Dot Man. So when he just died abruptly, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shocked. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
So,
all in all, good movie.
Did we talk about all the good shit?
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing it right now. We're still in the process. Nah.
I'm trying to think of more good shit that happened.
I liked Harley Quinn in this.
Yes, they finally You know what I'm proud of? I've been bitching and complaining about this for 3 movies.
Are you talking about?
Do the fucking accent or don't. You do it or you don't. And this time she finally committed. God damn it. I asked for 2
That's fair.
things.
Did she do
That's fair.
She
No, she did.
She did perfectly in this movie, because every other movie she's half-assing it. Because you see her in Wolf of Wall Street, perfect, 10 out of 10. That's Harley Quinn. Then you Suicide Squad, she's like ebbing and flowing, like and then Birds of Prey is just like, what the fuck? I guess
Birds of Prey look like them going in the complete opposite direction of what they did with her in this movie.
Yeah, and then this one, she's just classic.
Yeah, like this and this, it felt like this is Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
This is Harley Quinn. Like, it felt good. A few lines every now and again was weird, and yes, when it comes to some of the fight scenes of her fighting her way out of entire places with dudes who should have guns, whatever, I've just kind of accepted that with Harley at this point. But you're right about them, like, kind of calibrating her a bit. They did good with the fight scenes with her in this one. Like, they're better.
About God.
Although the flowers were a bit of a weird choice.
Well, that's because she's having a manic episode. There were actually bullets. Those are the bullets coming out, like the shells.
No, I get that. But, you know, as a person who experiences manic episodes, maybe don't glorify it and make it look like flowers, because that's not what it is.
Fair enough. It's one of those things where, you know, it's hyper realism. It's a comic. It's one of those things. It's a comic book type shit. So
yeah,
it
was one of those things I felt. It was one of those things where I got the idea. It was just a little bad taste for me, but I got it. You know.
Yeah.
And it still works for Harley Quinn. Like, if it was any other character, like had they did that every time, like, say, Bloodsport shot somebody, then I would have been angry. I'd have been like, why?
I like the editing.
But it works for Harley.
Movie, man. The editing is very, very good.
Clean. And can I say the CGI for everything was very consistent, extremely consistent.
Not shitty at all.
At no point did I feel taken out of the moment because of any CGI.
King Shark,
like when Harley was pulling, like when Harley was standing on his back pulling the thing off of him, it really looked like she was pulling the thing off of King Shark.
And Starro looks like an actual starfish. Like, it looks, well, not biologically, but you know what I mean, like texture wise and all that shit.
Yeah, like his skin looks like what a starfish's skin would look like. I appreciated the attention to detail.
I'm scared of Amanda Waller. I've said this several times, but good Christ almighty, everybody in that room is gonna die.
I'm not gonna lie. The moment she like, I would have, like, they knocked her out and then we helped them kill the things or whatever, I would have immediately put in my letter of resignation.
Fuck that. I would have burned my passport. No, I'd have burned my passport. I would resign. I'd leave the country. Oh no! Only because I don't want her expecting me to be coming back anytime. I don't know. If you can threaten Batman, I'd. Oh no, no. Now what am I gonna do? My name is Jeff. My name is Jeff. I just crunch numbers. I'm not even the person that hit you. I was just in the room. Oh,
whoever is my hiring whoever hired me is the person I'm going to immediately after we help them kill Starro and going, okay, you don't have to tell her when she wakes up. You can tell her now. You can tell her later. I don't care. I quit. I'm out of here. See y'all later.
How'd you guys feel about the stakes? Like, they went from fighting Enchantress in the first one to fighting Starro. Do you think that's an appropriate thing for the squad, or just like?
I'm not gonna lie. It depended on like what they did with Starro, but I think they appropriately like leveled Starro to something they could handle. Granted, it did still seem a bit big, but you know, because Javelin MacGuffin thing that for some reason she could never seem to lose. We even know several times she probably should have lost it, but whatever.
Fair.
You know, like it works. It works. It's definitely better than the last one with the Enchantress making a giant magical nuke.
Bobblehead.
Yeah, with the bobblehead hips and shit.
You know, something about Bloodsport. It's very funny for me because I went from reading this guy as a guy with a wife beater, some jeans, and a pirate mask to now he's a full-on decked up Is it nanotechnology? His OG Bloodsport is just a dude with little half mask type shit.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm assuming, right? When they don't talk about nanotechnology specifically, and you saw the little thing he was doing with his gun. Now, there's a concept in real life that this kind of sci-fi stuff is based off of, which are called origami robots. Which they can also be. You can also technically make an origami robot, air quote, but like it's more of like a tool type thing, where it's essentially, it's what it sounds like. It's a robot and or a tool that can change shape and become useful in another way and things like that. So, but it's just the level of collapsibility that they give these things in the movies that makes it to where it's like, that's not how they work. They can't like grow up to the size to be able to take up like a foot of space and then collapse down to only an inch. That's not how they work. They can't do that. But you could think of it similar to like a collapsible staff or baton. Similar to that. Like that's the idea. I'm assuming since only because not everything he had on seemed nanotech-ish. So I'm assuming it's more of that.
That's fair.
That's my best guess. If it's not that, whatever, then I don't. It's magic. Okay, it's fucking magic.
It's a comic book movie, whatever.
Yeah, if it's not that, it's magic. I don't give a shit. Richie was sitting here watching the movie with me the whole time.
My fucking printer has its own Wi-Fi.
Anybody else?
Give me a sec, because I'm trying to do multiple things at once here. Like, I'm listening to you guys, though. If I had to say, or, like, give an input on the movie, definitely better than the first one. Oh, my God. A bit better than what I would have expected, just because I guess I had, like, low-ass standards when it came to it. Kind of like everybody said, like, when the jokes didn't really hit home. Some of them were funny. The what's it called? The Milton one was funny. I don't know why, but Harley Quinn making jokes doesn't. She fits as a crazy person, but none of her jokes really do anything for me. When they brought back the Milton thing at the end, that was okay. Like I'll give her a pass for that.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah, I love the CGI in this movie. I can say that wholeheartedly because King Shark looks like he's actually there. Like the scene where they were running towards Starro, you cannot tell me that he's not there. It looks like he genuinely was a part of that environment. And I don't know if that had to do with. Obviously, it's a multitude of things that came together, but it's just like whatever they did it right, you know?
Yeah.
The VFX team was on point.
Yeah, their camera tracking and stuff and motion tracking for everything was also really good. I gotta give them some props on the camera work on this.
Right.
The cinematography was on point. They didn't do it like I like that they didn't try dwelling on certain shots for too long. Like if there was a funny moment, they didn't dwell on a funny moment for too long, like trying to go ha laugh. Or if it was a serious moment, they didn't dwell on it for too long to be like, oh, we're being serious. You see this? It's kind of let everything flow.
Agreed.
I think if there's like another oh, sorry.
No, go. I've been talking this whole time.
I was gonna say I think like maybe like another negative. It might be a nitpick probably. Is when they did the whole 8 minutes earlier thing or 13 minutes earlier thing. Like they did that a little too frequently for me.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Although I do appreciate how clever they were about it. Instead of like just putting like a white text on the screen, they like used the environment for that. That was pretty creative.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When they did it, I think what it was is that when we normally see that, they don't normally go about it very well. So when it actually went fairly well, or when they oh shit, hold on, hold on, guys.
Anybody want to take over while he's coming back?
I'm back. I just had to go hanging out with my sister for a little bit. What did I miss? What's the topic?
Talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about what we liked and disliked about the movie.
Disliked. I think everyone agrees the comedy was like hit or miss.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of Guardians 2.
Makes sense.
In terms of trying to land a lot of jokes, but they don't really land as much. Because I had that same kind of issue. That and the other issue of really tense or tension-built moment, and then they try to throw a joke in there.
Which is never good.
Which is, unless it's done properly, it's never really good.
Yeah.
But that's with a lot of things. But sometimes the jokes land, sometimes they didn't. I do want to say though, if we were judging both Suicide Squads, this one I think I enjoyed every single character, every single main character I enjoyed.
Yeah.
The casting, not the people who they have, which honestly all the actors did and actresses did an amazing job. But just the fact that he went and took such obscure characters and made them relevant, I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Because these are like we said, these are not characters that you would think to care for. And also to touch on, because I know this is a very similar topic, when it comes to the Bloodsport and Deadshot similarities. You got the black leader, very good at aim, and then something going on with the daughter. There's always something going on with the daughter.
I was very mad. To ask Cisco, I was very mad because you could tell this was a script that was intended for Will Smith, and then he's like, "I'm sorry, I cannot be here."
Yeah, but then again, it's just like I'm an Idris Elba fan, so it's just like I will never knock anything that he does. Even I think someone has said it before. Even if he's in a shitty movie, him himself is not shit. Like.
Yeah.
So his character, and even when we're talking about, why is an assassin or a trained killer is scared of like rats of all things, something like that it could be seen as stupid had a very, like, I guess you could say, logical reason for why.
They try to explain it.
Huh?
They at least try to explain why he's afraid.
But even then, that makes sense. It's just like if you're a little kid and you're locked in a room with something else and it's hungry, like, you're a kid, you're very impressionable. That stuff is going to stick to you for a long time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, no, yeah, I feel like they had a good reasoning for things. It was a good cast, a good set of characters. I'm glad it kind of turned into well, I wouldn't say it turned into an end of the world scenario, more like an end of a country.
Yeah.
But
it could have possibly gotten there.
But yeah, it definitely could have gotten there. I mean, Star.
God
was big as
forbid
shit.
Star. Yeah, it's God forbid Star gets off that island.
Yeah, so it could have potentially been, but it's still. I don't know. Like this, everything just worked so much better. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. The character dynamics are a lot better in this movie. Like
Yeah.
the characters working together, like their relationship in a sense. When something happens, you actually feel for a character. Because like when Diablo sacrificed himself, I didn't give two shits.
I lost one family.
Yeah.
I won't lose another.
Yeah,
So
it's just like, it's just like, Chief, I never cared about you to begin with, and you weren't very convincing. But when Polka Dot Man died, it's just like, well, damn, that's a character I wasn't expecting to die, and he did,
Mm.
and that sucked. And even like the conversation on the bus when they're going back into their past, like, I'm glad. In the first one, they kind of like gave you what was it? Amanda Waller did that what's that trope that people do?
Yeah, I was just gonna touch on that. Like in the first one, they like when they showed the character, they would like cut to like some colorful background thing and then list like their abilities and like a parts.
Yeah,
Of and this movie did it much more like organically. They were just having a conversation, just talking about themselves.
Right, and they got along very organic ways and stuff like that. Both times I peeped, I just realized both times they got along during drinking. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The script worked. It was just a much better movie. I can't even argue that. It's probably Man is still my number one. Wonder Woman's still up there as well. And then honestly, this is a tie between Shazam and this movie.
Fair. Shazam's
I think that, and I do appreciate the fact. I hope that Warner Bros. Learned their lesson and do what they did with this movie, where you don't mess with the director's vision, because
Yes.
you get a decently good movie like this. Like, this is a fun movie that I'm gonna remember for quite some time.
Mhm.
Even if it's not the best thing, it's its own. It feels like it's separate. It doesn't feel like the dark grittiness of the DC that they were trying to go for in the beginning, But that's all I got.
Anyone else?
DK, were you gonna say something about it too?
Not necessarily. I feel like you and Brandon pretty much tackled everything that I ever did have to say about it. I do enjoy this movie. I will say that, like Ollie, I was definitely wrong when it came to this. I will definitely be eating a sock tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a question. I have a question for all you guys.
What's up?
If this movie, let's say pandemic was over, whatever, and this was never set to stream, would you have paid to see it?
Hell yeah.
Like knowing what you know now, would you have paid to see it?
Hell yeah.
Oh, knowing what I know now, probably
Yeah.
still not. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. Gabe,
Yeah. Wait, did we see the first one together?
we saw the first one. We saw the first one in theaters. Yeah, we saw it together
Good
For
lord.
real, I don't remember that,
Good
because
lord.
the movie was shit.
bro. I
Because the movie was
don't remember that experience.
We had
You know
to
why you
because
don't
that's
remember that experience?
Doctor Strange. Remember? That's the same year we went to go see Doctor Strange.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was the same year. But yeah, you know why you don't remember? Because it was a forgettable experience.
That's crazy. Like,
We did see that movie. I remember getting up after that movie. I remember all of those. If it happened out like past 2015, 2016, like around that time, we definitely went to go see it together.
wow, that's like, I'm really trying hard to think back and remember. Like, I for the life of me can't.
that just
Oh,
goes
yeah.
to show how bad that one was.
Yeah, it was not good. But okay, so Gabe, you said you would see it in theaters. Ollie, you said you would too.
Yeah. James Gunn. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see it.
That's
And
fair.
it's DC.
Yeah, I would definitely see it in theaters, and I was thinking about that as well. Just because, like, just because of the cast alone, I was gonna go see it. But yeah, no, it's a solid movie, to be honest.
Yep.
And I think, yeah, if they continue doing this, where each kind of director, oh man, I think now I'm beginning to be more of a James Gunn fan because he did a lot of research for this whole entire thing.
You should let comic book
I can
nerds
greatly
direct
appreciate
movies.
that.
Like
What'd
I
you say,
said,
Ollie?
You should let comic book nerds direct the movies, or at least
Yeah,
people that are
people-
willing to put the research.
Yeah, because you had to really dig deep to find these obscure characters. And then you had to have the creative balls to literally make them interesting. Like, again, you don't understand how much of a feat that is. You made Polka Dot Man an interesting character.
Yes, a gag character. You know what I hope?
Hey, yeah, I'm
I
ready
am-
for him to tackle Kite Man, and I'm ready for him to tackle Condiment King. Like, I am ready for
Same.
every single obscure character
Same.
to be brought to the theater.
Do you know what else I want? I want that. If they're making a third Suicide Squad movie, add them. And then if we're making it a running joke that a black man needs to lead the team every time, make it Bronze Tiger.
Oh
Boom.
my God, Bronze.
Make it Bronze
That would be-
Tiger.
But you forgot Ali. He's not a black man that shoots.
Of course enough. He's a black. Give him any
He's
weapon.
still-
Give him a kunai. Give him shurikens. He's a ninja.
I will say though, Bloodsport's suit was really nice.
Yeah.
And if you enjoyed
Like,
this movie, you're gonna enjoy the game because this is literally the plot of the game.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I keep getting flashbacks that we're getting a game.
That's literally the same plot. Like
And,
Star.
and it's Rocksteady too.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So speaking on the games, like now I'm thinking or hoping that the Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad games are what Avengers should be or should have been.
Yes.
I really
Hope
hope
so.
so. Because especially when you're pushing it back and stuff like that. Well, when it comes to the Suicide Squad game, they haven't announced anything else. But I know they pushed back the Gotham Knights. But yeah, push it back as much as you need. Just
Don't pull a Cyberpunk.
Yeah, don't pull a Cyberpunk because like you're talking about people's favorite characters and stuff like that. Like no.
That's rough.
But it's also what's it called? It's also Montreal too, and you know that was a good studio who did. Well, damn, I can't even say that because Cyberpunk. That was also a good studio who did a good game. Like I don't even know what to think. I'm just all skeptical. And shit. Oh my god! But I mean. Yeah, I'm glad we sat down and watched this. I'm glad it came at a good time because I was highly disappointed with everything else. You know, Black Widow and especially Snake Eyes, man. Like I just needed a good movie, and they were not delivering.
Snake Eyes. Hot doodle trash. Garbage doodle trash. Shit.
The movie's already out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out in
The Snake Eyes
theaters.
movie was bad.
Hot
That's
doodle
how bad it
trash.
is. I didn't even know it came out.
Damn.
Bro, he talks all the fucking. Oh my god.
What?
He's not white. He talks all the time. He's not fucked up in the face. Like, oh my god. They took out
Well,
his
that's like-
sister.
Wasn't he a white
If
guy?
you want to, if
Yes.
you want to go inside the, I would say, and this is quoting nitpicky, because if you can classify that as nitpicking if you really wanted to, if you want to stretch that.
Nah,
Then
man.
yes, so there's very few things.
That's like saying Batman. He's from the hood, and his parents got killed by cops. Nah, Billy, that's a different character. Don't call that Snake Eyes.
No, but I'm saying for people who, I'm not talking about us, Ollie. Obviously, we're fans of the characters, so I 100% agree with you. But if someone were to label that as nitpicking, then there's still a list of other problems that the movie has.
Fair.
Yes.
Like the fact of the matter is, you're talking about, and I hate when they do this, things are supposed to be tools.
Mm.
They're not supposed to make your movie. So if you have, and I know this is gonna piss you off, Brandon, but if you dedicate your whole entire time for a movie, you plan out the best and the most amazing choreography, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the filmer comes on the set drunk and decides to film it while drunk, and all he's doing is shaky cam, shaky cam, shaky cam. Like you're talking about a character who's known for fighting.
He getting his ass beat.
Uh,
I'll let you know that right now. He getting his ass beat. Like Christian Bale beat that one guy.
And this is one thing I'm afraid for when it comes to Shang-Chi, because I'm just like, if you're supposed to be the master of like martial arts, whatever, don't pull an Iron Fist, please.
Oh,
yes.
Iron Fist was
God.
Iron Fist was bad because they got a guy who not only didn't know martial arts, he was learning them. He was literally learning everything as they filmed, which is bad. So it's like
that's not
and the actor.
his fault.
Finn Jones. Oh, the direction. There's so much that's wrong with that show that the only good episode is the Hero for Hire episode.
Yeah, well, that was season 2.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, when he rolls up for the first time and they play Outcast, that was a beautiful scene. Freshness of clean.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's not much I can really say about it. I think I've said everything else. I hope we get more good movies. I hope Shang-Chi is good. If not in storytelling aspect, which I hope it is, I hope it's good on the fighting aspect. Like, I need some good choreography in my life right now.
I hope so too, brother, because that's gonna be the first movie that I, in a while, since Demon Slayer, I think, where I'm gonna go pay a ticket, and I really don't want to get mad.
Oh, yeah.
Quiet Place.
Oh, A Quiet Place. I'm sorry, I forgot A Quiet Place. Damn.
I'm actually gonna go see Don't Breathe next week.
Second one.
Oh.
Yeah, the second one. I'm gonna see that with JoJo when I go to MegaCon this year.
I still don't understand why they're making a sequel.
I don't understand it either, but I mean,
Implications.
it's
What?
whatever.
If you enjoyed our little rant review, whatever, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you know the next time we upload.
Recording?
Yes, I was content, bitches, content.
You didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. I was
He
about
did
you
the
were
big-
lucky
I-
I didn't say something. You were so
I
lucky.
think I remember him saying
real
something
ignorant
at the
stuff
beginning.
right then.